Order in this homosexual court. Order in this homosexual court. This is the Honorable Judge Jacob Schubert. Wait, that's fine. Go ahead.
And the Honorable Judge Ryan Gabbett. The disputes are real, the decisions are final, and the judges are homosexuals. This is Gay Court. Wow! Hello and welcome to Gay Court, the comedy podcast where we debate all things LGBTQ+.
Gay rights. This week, we are talking about super-sheroes and superheroes. We'll be discussing our gay superpowers and what our superpowers would be if we were in the MCU, DCU, LGBTQ, discussing superheroes and which exude queer energy or just made us really queer. And we'll end it with Let the Record Show, where Jacob will be discussing how Grindr is going public via IPO.
Yes, but before we jump into it, we want to invite you all to be part of the debate. Since we want you bitches to do your civic duty and be a part of the Gay Court, send us your emails to gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your queer conundrums, embarrassing dating stories, your gay crimes, anything you'd like.
Don't know what to write? Be sure to follow us on social media at Instagram and Twitter at Gay Court Podcast, where we'll be posting prompts, memes, and honestly anything we want because it's what? Our podcast.
Oh, it is.
Yes, exactly. So this is the perfect time to introduce y'all to our gayliff of the week. Drum roll, gavel slam.
Gavel slam. Introducing Miss Sarah Law, who I know because we both work together at a marketing agency.
Hi. Are we going to keep the British accents up the whole time? I mean, I was just trying to see how long y'all would go.
We were trying to see if you would pick up on it.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I have not done a British accent in quite some time.
Well, you're doing a lovely job of it. You're doing a lovely job of it. Sarah, tell us how you got here.
I got here because of this lovely human, Jacob, that has talked about this podcast since it was just a glimmer in his eye. And I am a little baby bisexual and I wanted to join and see all the fun because, you know, I've always thought of myself as an ally, but really it's no, girl, you buy.
You're part of the community. And you're also like the biggest fan of superheroes that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting how much I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And of course, I dressed to theme with my Wanda Maximoff Scarlet Witch earrings and my Stephen Bucky shirt.
Yes, honestly, if you're watching on Spotify, you can see Sarah. You can also watch us on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple, too bad. Sorry to that man. So Sarah, as our acting gay bailiff, our gayliff, if you will, our bisexual, our biliff. We'll call it a biliff for this week.
A biliff?
A biliff. You'll be providing your thoughts and opinions throughout the podcast, but of course we have to swear you in first. So we've asked you to bring the most queer exuding item that you have. So please share with us what that item is so that we can swear you in with it.
Of course. Well, in typical bisexual fashion, I could not make a decision to save my life. But I did decide on my tarot deck. Because...
Oh my God, great choice. Okay, we have to do it. We'll have to do a tarot reading as your like intro banter, but
because I am a little bit of a witch as well, and I love a tarot deck. I've given Jacob a reading before. It was pretty accurate in my opinion.
Yes.
And my backup item is my cat.
Incredible. What's your cat's name?
This is Dracula.
Oh,
hello, Dracula.
Hi, Dracula.
Dracula didn't want to say anything, apparently.
No.
Fantastic. Well, if you could please place your right hand on your tarot cards and raise your left. We don't really know how to do this, but you know, we just say things.
It seems pretty official to me, honestly.
Ryan, please perform the swearing-in ceremony.
Of course. Repeat after me, Sarah. I swear to slay the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, God. Period.
I swear to slay the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Period.
She's sworn in. We love it.
She's sworn in. I think instead of our banter, I feel like you should do a reading for us. We were both born on January 26th. So
Oh.
1995.
1995. So it seems like we could probably just like get the same tarot. I don't really know if that's allowed, but maybe.
I mean, yeah, the whole thing about tarot though that makes it hard digitally is like you need to like physically touch the cards because it has to like
Oh.
your energy has to be in like imbued into the cards themselves.
Oh.
Fair. So we can't do
Um,
one.
You can't. I mean, I'm also like such a bad amateur tarot reader.
Fair. Then we'll ask you the banter questions.
Of course.
In the theme of cards, when is the last time you played the gay card?
I actually used it recently this weekend.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I was at a wedding and I was talking to my good friend's boyfriend, and I told him he's very lucky that 2 bisexuals actively chose to date men. And because my boyfriend and I had been fighting earlier in the day, and it was just like a whole thing. So I had to tell another boyfriend of a bisexual, "You're very lucky," and he said, "Oh no, I know."
Honestly, that is true luck. That is true luck.
Because
true love.
why would I do that when
Men.
all of these gorgeous women are there? I'm like, I'm gonna date a man.
You know,
Men.
love is confusing.
Men.
Truly.
So Sarah, what is the gayest thing you've ever done?
I think it's probably saying that I'm just an ally for
Yes.
like 30 years of my life and realizing I was bisexual through TikTok. Like the algorithm knew
Ooh.
before I did. My whole life I was just like, I just think girls are really pretty. And I'm like, everyone wants to like kiss girls, right? Like, and like maybe like have sex with some girls and boys, right? Like that's what everyone
Right?
wants to do, obviously. Yeah? Yeah? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's what bisexuals want to do and pansexuals. But here we are.
What was the like defining TikTok for you?
Hmm.
I think a lot of them are like the like put a finger down bisexual edition, and I had like no fingers left. Or like you watched this show as a kid, or this was your favorite movie, like all of them.
Yes. That's going
Or
to be
the
a lot of the investigates today where it's just like, this made me feel some type of way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for the movies in particular, it was The Mummy
Oh.
Ooh.
and then Pirates of the Caribbean, because you want to sleep with the entire cast of both of those films.
Even
As a
Barbosa?
No. He's a zaddy, come on.
But he was like also like a zombie.
That could be fun, Jacob. Don't judge.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Don't kink shame me, Jacob.
Don't gatekeep. That's fair. You have one of those gold tokens floating between the moonlight and be like, hey. And the final question is, who's in your modern day Lady Marmalade? This is a tough one.
I put a lot of thought into this because some of it came to me like immediately.
As
Like
it should.
immediately I was like Lizzo and Ariana Grande.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then I had to do some thinking, and I realized Casey Musgraves is such a
Oh.
I just love her so much. And then my fourth one's a wild card.
Okay.
And I thought like Haley Kiyoko could be kind of fun.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
But yeah, that's my modern day Lady
Gay
Marmalade.
rights.
Gay
Gay
rights.
rights.
Gay rights. Right
Gay
there.
rights.
Gay rights!
Yes.
Where's my poppers?
we'll do a gavel slam. Woo, gay rights.
Gay rights!
One that I always think is fun is Lil Nas X. Would just be like, oh, chef's kiss.
Oh yeah, I thought of Only Women. How
Who would have thought?
I didn't even think to like gender bend. That's genius.
Yeah, here we are. Fantastic. Well, that takes us to our first segment, which is Gays on the Case.
Do. Gays on the Case, where we look at something queer and dissect it. This week, we'll be debating what our superpowers are as a queer person, our queer superpowers, and what our superpowers would be as a super-shero or hero. Jacob, do I go first? Do you go first? Who go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I put my queer superpower as super speed walking, because I can truly speed walk anywhere. Sarah has
Gays
walked
walk
places.
fast.
Yes.
It's so fast. But like his is like super, super fast.
Sarah and I used to go on walks together at work, and I would just be like whipping around the block and be like, no, 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 let's talk about like all the gossip at work and then get back to work. But my greatest weakness, unfortunately, is tied to the walking, is that I can't use this super speed for anything but walking. Cannot play sports, could not run a race, could not do anything with the super speed walking. Also, I would also like to add an addition to what I wrote down and say that I can't be on time places. I like to be late, just a little bit late, but usually on time. Sarah, you'll beat me places.
It's so like sometimes I'm either so early, like 15 minutes early, or I am 10 minutes late. There's never on time.
Yes,
Ever.
exactly. See, I don't think that you should have like a time. Like you shouldn't be like, well, let's meet at 8. You have to have a window. It's like, let's meet 8:45 to 9. Like it's got to be like a window for gay people.
I like how your window wasn't even in the time you gave in the first place.
It's 45 minutes after the time that we're supposed to be there. It's around the time.
Listen, we live in Los Angeles, Jacob and I. You can never be on time even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Because the traffic's like, go fuck yourself.
Truly. And then my superpower as a superhero, I wrote down super teleportation because then I could actually be on time places. But I feel like that's kind of like a boring superpower. And I was like thinking before we hopped on, I was like, what if it was like something with like fruit because I'm fruity? And like, I don't know, I could like shoot fruit out of my hands or something.
But like, is there a specific
I didn't get very far
fruit?
with it.
Would it be a specific fruit or like?
Maybe like all fruits, like Fruit of the Loom.
Okay.
Would it be like tomatoes so you can like cancel people? Like,
that's a good idea.
Food, tomato.
Boo,
if you want to like throw bananas at someone if you don't like them.
Yeah.
Want them to slip.
I could slip them. Yeah. That's
like
a
Mario
good idea.
Kart. When you like
like Mario Kart.
Or apples. I can make apple cider.
What?
I like apple cider. I think I could also shoot watermelons. That would like knock somebody out. It's not a really well thought out idea. So maybe I'll just stick with teleportation, but that's what I came up with.
Okay, but in your head right now, where did the fruit come from? Because I'm picturing it like Spider-Man and it just comes out from your wrist, but I don't think that's what you were picturing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm picturing, but like
I don't
think it would like come out of my skin or anything. Like I feel like it would just like appear. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like a witch.
like out of
thing.
like a witch. Okay.
Like out of like a portal or something.
If it's in your suit, you'd have to have like a really big suit, right? Because like,
a fruit cart. I could have a fruit cart and just be chopping up fruit. That's really not a superpower, but we'll stick with teleportation. How about that? Beautiful.
If you could teleport right now, where would you go?
Oh, that's a great question. I would probably go to New York because I have never met Ryan.
Isn't that crazy, Sarah?
That is wild. That is so wild.
I've also been getting like an itch that I'm like, I need to go to New York. I just need to like be there. And like, I don't know why, but like, I just feel that urge every so often.
Pride's in 3 weeks, bitch. Pride's in 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Let's go.
It's a month-long event in New York.
I can't believe it's already June. That's no.
Bus.
I know.
Another
it's
club.
insane.
Another club.
Another club.
Plane.
Next place.
Bus.
No sleep.
Ryan, what are your super queero hero powers? I'm trying out here.
I guess my queer superpower is, like those memes where it's like that one friend that's an FBI agent who's like, oh, I don't know what his name is. He has like brown hair and blue eyes. I'm like, I found him. Yep. Yeah, that's my superpower. I can find
a good superpower.
Anyone on social media, and I'm very proud of it.
So like how many like defining factors do you have to have? Like a name and like a job, or like could you find someone off of like a blank Grindr profile?
Blank Grindr? No, because there's no information. I need like one piece of information, like a first name, and I can do a location. Or like sometimes like I pass by something and I see like a job, like them walking to their job. So I like go on, on LinkedIn and do my work.
I love that for you. We love a deep dive.
We love a stalker moment.
Yeah, it's like you, but like gay.
Yeah, like cute.
Yeah.
You use your powers for good, not evil. You're not gonna like kill them. You're just gonna like find out information about them.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm just nosy.
Yeah, basically.
My superpower is being nosy.
And that leads me to what my superpower would be as a superhero is invisibility, because I like chisme and gossip. So I want to go into places where I can like learn more chisme and gossip about people.
Do you think you would have to be fully naked to be like fully invisible, or would your clothes also become invisible?
Clothes invisible because I have body dysmorphia. No one's gonna see me naked.
Well, no one would because you're invisible.
You don't know that. Like, what if I'm in a precarious situation and then suddenly I am naked in public? Fear. No.
What if there are other invisible people who can only see invisible people?
Ooh.
And you're naked and they can see you because they're also invisible.
Fair. See, that is why I would wear clothes, Jacob.
Thank you for letting me know. You'd be like with the invisible woman from the Fantastic Four and you just together. If you could be invisible anywhere in the world, where would you be invisible?
Paris. I don't know why. It's the first thing that came in my head. Paris.
You wouldn't be like inside like the White House, like getting secrets about aliens. You'd be just in Paris, getting Ratatouille's recipes.
I could like sneak food and like do things in Paris and live my Emily in Paris fantasy, but invisible.
Oh, okay. Emily in Paris, but invisible.
Yeah, eat, pray, love, but invisible.
Okay, so we've got teleportation and invisible. Sarah, what are your queer superpower and your actual superpower?
So my queer superpower is that I am incredible at reading people. Not like reading to filth, but like just like being a good judge of character.
Yes, this is true.
Because I can meet someone and immediately know like bad vibes. I don't there's something off about them. And then like a month later it's revealed that like they're a terrible person who like kicks puppies. Like
it's like very Scooby-Doo of you, like I knew all along.
Yeah, just like nope, bad vibes. So I think that kind of leans into my like superpower in that I'd want to do stuff with the mind.
I have the mind of a master. I have the mind of a mastermind. What's that? I don't know, but
so like telekinesis, read people's minds, just kind of like amplify what's already there.
Okay.
Yeah, Jacob, we chose boring ones compared to hers.
Okay. I'm thinking of a color. Try and read my mind.
I want to say green.
Okay. I was thinking of blue and yellow because I couldn't pick one, which blue and yellow make green.
That's also cheating because you thought of two colors.
Well, I was doubling your chances. I was honestly, but you combined the two, which is great. Okay, Ryan, think of a number like 1 through 10 or something.
Okay.
4.
No.
Well, you I don't know for a long time
because I thought about it. I was like, what did I think of? I thought of 6.
It was close. 10 minus 4 is 6. So therefore Sarah was correct. Okay, so I think our ruling should be what our team name would be between teleportation, invisibility, and mind reading. My idea is the Super Slays.
Slay!
Because that's all I can think of. But like, what else do we got?
I mean, I like the Super Slays. That's fun.
Okay.
Queer-oes of the world.
Combined together.
To fight the powers
of heterosexuality. The Super Slays combined with their superhero powers.
We're fighting heteronormative ideals. We're fighting toxic masculinity.
We're fighting it all. Crime.
We're fighting and crime.
Billionaires.
I mean, if we have time, we could fight crime, I guess. But I mean, isn't there a slogan like "Be gay, do crimes"? Like, so do we really want to fight? I think the better question is, what would our super villain team name be?
Ooh.
Because you know, most villains are queer coded anyway.
That is true.
Fair.
The Super Slays.
Super Slays, yeah. Because then it's like slay with a look, and like literally slaying people.
Oh, we love the Super Slay. Ooh, ooh.
Slay!
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 That takes us to our next segment, which is Investigate,
Slay! Slay!
where we cross-examine the same theme or topic. As we've mentioned, this week's theme is superheroes, so we shall discuss which superheroes made us feel some type of gay, exuding their queer energy and making us feel homosexual or bisexual, pansexual, whatever sexual you want.
Just not straight.
Just not straight.
I can start. All right. So my first is Wonder Woman, but the OG live action TV show with Linda Carter, not the BS COVID Imagine Gal Gadot movies.
Ooh.
No. It's the OG Linda Carter ones where she spins and it takes like 10 minutes for her to like transform into Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Okay. That bitch, she was there for the gays. The outfits, pure just a bathing suit with like a phoenix on it, holding her little like lasso of truth, running in her like 3-inch heels and was fighting crime in the 70s. And then like being a boss ass bitch in her like flared pants, working for like the government with her big eyeglasses and working for what's his name, Steve Trevor. Damn, I watched those shows growing up and I was just like, I want to be her. I want to be her.
That's what you watched growing up.
It explains a lot, right?
Yeah.
I think her biggest superpower is being able to hold up a strapless top with those
Exactly.
tiggle bitties.
Big boobs. What? Child. Anyway, so
That she has.
Yeah.
Like, that is a power.
Like she's just like running around and like nothing's moving. Moving. Like there's no bounce. There's
Just
no
sheer
bounce at all.
Amazonian woman.
Purely. Like I just want to be her when I grow up.
Wow.
Same. As a tall woman with tiggle bitties myself, yes, I would like to be her.
Sarah, didn't you dress up as Wonder Woman for Halloween once?
I haven't dressed as Wonder Woman yet.
Really?
No, I've done like a casual cosplay as Wonder
Okay.
Woman where you wear like the colors
Mm-hmm.
and like some accessories, but no, I haven't done Wonder Woman yet.
Seems like an opportunity for Halloween this year.
But I would do the original one, obviously.
Yes.
Oh, of
not Gal
course.
No.
How
No,
does
no,
the
no.
Gal Gadot compare to the original one?
Shit. She is shit. Pure
Especially
shit.
that second one. Oh, what a steaming pile of crap that was.
Oh my god. Wasn't
I got it
Kristen Wiig
so
in the
bad.
second one?
Yeah, it is not. I got like 1/4 of the way through, and me and my friend were like watching it on HBO Max together via thing because it's during COVID, and we were both like, should we like watch like something on Disney Plus instead? And we were like, yeah. It was like
Damn.
it was like 2 hours into the movie. The movie is like what, 4 hours, and like nothing happened. Nothing happened.
It's your cats.
It's my cats.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my cats.
Yeah, because I watched Cats for like 10 seconds. I was like, I can't do this. I'm so sorry. Also on HBO Max.
With a hot air balloon.
Didn't
Jennifer
get to a hot air
Aniston.
balloon, but damn.
But my second one is Powerpuff Girls.
Ooh, love the Powerpuff Girls.
So I have to say, which Powerpuff Girl did you connect with? I was Bubbles.
So there was 3 Powerpuff Girls, and there was 3 siblings at the time. Our little sister wasn't like of age to play Powerpuff Girls with us yet. So my brother was the leader. He was Blossom. I wanted to be Bubbles, and my sister wanted to be Buttercup. So I was always Bubbles because I thought she was the cutest and the funnest, and she could talk to animals.
So you mean January 26th means we're both Bubbles, so Bubbles is gay.
Bubbles is gay. Bubbles canonically gay.
I connected with Bubbles because she was cute, annoying, but she would fuck your shit up if you like
Yes.
mess with her because she has like the worst temper secretly. And I was like, that bitch is me.
The girls who get it.
Yes.
I also identified most with Bubbles. But
Fair.
like upon further reflection as an adult, I think I identify more with Buttercup because she's just so like sassy and like she reads her sisters in like a read to filth way, and it's just beautiful.
Chef's kiss.
Did you guys have the Powerpuff Girls soundtrack from the movie?
I think I did.
There was like this one song where Bubbles would sing, and she was like la 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 la. No, nobody's thinking this.
I'll pretend I know what you mean.
I'll send it to you, but it was the gayest shit I ever heard, and it was like music to my ears. I was like, this is the best song ever written. and it was incredible. And I just loved that song. We'll post it on the Instagram.
Yes. Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Gay Court. So Gay Court loves Lance Bass, Pinocchio,
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
and Bubbles.
Bubbles.
That is that our dream blunt rotation?
Yes.
I mean, that would be a pretty good one.
That would be quite the blunt rotation. Vibes.
My third and final one is Wanda.
WandaVision.
Wanda Maximoff. That bitch, she is truly the strongest, most powerful woman in the world.
Yes.
Like, god fucking damn. Like, I'm pretty sure every woman and like gay man wants to be her. Like, come on.
Now, come on now.
That woman, she is truly the world. She
Come on
is
now.
the superhero. The superhero.
I will say WandaVision was like the first Marvel show that I actually like got into. It might have just been because it came out during COVID and there was like nothing else to do. But it was a very entertaining show, and I thoroughly was like, "Is it time for WandaVision yet?" Every single week. So I do have to give it up for Wanda being the most powerful Avenger to suck me into the show.
She created her own world internally. Come on, I do that all the time. That's a Thursday night for me.
I have so many thoughts on Wanda. So many. First of all, icon, legend, amazing.
She is the moment.
Well, and Lizzie Olsen also kind of like leans into the fact that she's a gay icon.
Oh, yeah.
Like on the red carpet for Doctor Strange, she's like, "Oh, people call me mom. Where did that come from? It's fun. I love it." Like,
Mom.
Mom.
she just is like living her life. But I thought of there's a tweet that I thought of the entire time watching Doctor Strange. But the tweet is like a girl and she does some sociopathic shit, and then her gaze saying, "Honestly, work."
Honestly, though, work.
Which, spoilers for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. When I watched it and she did some truly sociopathic shit the entire time, it's just like, "Yes, girl, slay!"
Oh my god, I need to watch
Kill that
it.
man! Kill him!
Oh my
Like
gosh.
cheering as she just fully broke and went psychotic because she can do no wrong ever.
She can do no wrong.
Because good for her.
Good for her.
It's what she deserves, and we deserve that as well.
Yes.
Truly.
So those are my three, but I have like two honorable mentions. It's Chris Evans and Henry Cavill. I let them do unspeakable things to me. They can like superpower me into doing whatever they want me to do. So that's it.
Is Chris Evans America's ass?
Oh, mm-hmm.
Chris Evans, America's ass. Welcome to Gay Court.
Truly.
Yeah,
America's
although
ass.
Henry Cavill, doesn't he play Superman?
Yeah, but it's
It's
the
just so straight. It's so sad. Superman's just like toxically straight.
But
Yeah.
literally anyone who plays Superman, hot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's go into my gay superheroes. So I've said it before, and will say it again on this podcast. Batman and Robin. It has to be them. It has to be them. Simply because it's the most homoerotic thing that you could ever dress up for as Halloween with a significant other. And it needs to happen to me at some point in my life. So I'm manifesting it. I want to be Robin. He can be Batman. And that's that. Additionally, with this, I also want to mention the Teen Titans, because the Teen Titans was just, every single character was like queer coded to me.
Oh, they were.
Specifically though, like Raven. I feel like there's just
Yeah.
like something about Raven where she was just, I couldn't even tell you anything about the storyline to this day, but I'm just like, something about Raven was beautiful to me.
For Batman and Robin, are we talking like in general, or like specifically the 90s movies?
Specifically
like,
the 90s
with the
movies.
cups,
You know this.
with the cups,
Yes, with the
with the
cups.
cups,
With the cups.
with the cups.
Okay. That 90s movie, Batman and Robin, is so gay.
Yes.
The one with George
Poison
Clooney
Ivy.
and Poison Ivy and Bane. Bane is gay. Like, I'm sorry, he's gay in that movie. Poison Ivy is bisexual. Batgirl's a lesbian. Like, gay.
Bane is the one with the mask, right?
Yeah.
The mask looks just like the Grindr mask. Does it not?
Oh.
Like in Teen Titans specifically, it kind of looks like the Grindr mask.
Is that what that mask is based on Grindr?
I think so.
And we don't know what he's like pumping into that into his body.
Poppers.
That's what I was gonna say. It's poppers. We don't like because after he gets like an injection, he gets like super like amped up and like ready to fight.
Therefore,
It's poppers and coke.
he's at a circuit party in New York.
He's a WeHo and Hell's Kitchen gay.
Period.
Work.
I also love that Batman is like wealthy. And I'm like, there's something about that where I'm just like, yes, daddy.
Yeah, and he's like a bachelor, never settling down.
He's got a butler who lives with him.
Mhm.
Mhm. Alfred.
Suspicious.
Okay.
He has a male sidekick.
A boy genius or whatever.
Well, in the comics, like his sidekick Robin is like a young lad, is how they describe him.
And I, as a person, just physically choose to ignore Catwoman. Like, I get it. Zoe Kravitz is hot, but also bisexual.
She's also like problematic in real life. She's said some
I've heard
things
that.
recently that were like,
So perhaps not a superhero.
So Batman and Robin are an older gentleman and his little twink.
Fair.
Okay.
Yes. And Bane
Okay.
is their coked up, poppered up friend. Welcome to Queer Eye. So the next one that I chose was X-Men Adventures. And I wrote down in the notes, I was like, specifically Nightcrawler. But then I was like, well, also Kitty, but also Storm, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Cyclops, wait, maybe all of them. And then I was like, maybe I have bisexual energy. Because it was like literally all of the X-Men are attractive. And I don't remember which X-Men this was, but it was like they were going to high school and then like at night they would fight crime, which I was like, there's some weird thing where it's like they're keeping their identities hidden. And I was like, that translates to me where it's like they're hiding part of themselves, but in reality, they're these superheroes and they're amazing. And I'm like, that feels like a queer coded journey for superheroes altogether of hiding part of your identity and then just being like a super out of bounds character. So didn't know if you guys related to that as well in terms of like people hiding their identities and all of that good stuff.
yeah, totally. In the original X-Men films in the 2000s,
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize, but like I probably realized I wanted to have sex with every single person in that cast.
Literally, okay, Mystique, hot.
Yes.
Like you can't
Yes.
you can't say she's not hot, and she's probably like someone's like drag mother at some point.
Wasn't there a drag queen? I forgot which drag queen dressed as Mystique and did some number.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
But it was like full like prosthetic and everything with like the slick back red hair.
Sounds
and
like something Heidi
everything.
Klum would do. Who's not a drag queen, I know, but
I think Heidi
Like,
Klum
was
did
it-
do it for one of her
I
Halloween
think,
parties.
yeah, for Halloween. Yeah.
yeah.
You like just pulled out like a not repressed memory, just like a memory
Deep
that didn't
down
think I
memory
would
of
need.
Heidi Klum's
like
Halloween parties. I'm just like, oh god.
It does seem something that a camp queen would do though as well.
Yes.
Like I could see one of the campier queens doing that.
Yes.
What song would she lip sync to though?
Oh.
Hmm.
I feel like I want to say Man Eater by Nelly Furtado. That's just like what came to mind instantly in my head.
Yeah, I think that works.
I like that.
I like that.
And I think the TV show you're thinking about, is it X-Men Evolution?
Yes. X-Men Evolution. Oh, love that one.
They're evolving.
They also had Professor Xavier was their daddy who was rich and was like telling them what to do, which is like strange, but I guess.
Yeah, also Professor Xavier and Magneto, their friendship, the undertones.
Are Professor Xavier and Magneto not the same person?
No.
Oh. I'm learning so much about superheroes just through this podcast. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure they were like ex-lovers at one point.
That's what I always
they were
read it
ex-lovers?
as.
Fair.
Not officially, but I read it as that.
Yeah, as they should be.
Just like the way they like bantered.
Mhm.
Yeah. We love an ex-lovers to henchmen, villain, enemies, you know, fighting.
Pipeline.
Pipeline. And then my final one, they also have an elderly man telling them what to do, the Totally Spies, and their friend Jerry. I chose them specifically because of like the sheer fashion behind their superhero powers. They've got the lipstick laser that like shoots lasers and like break open doors. They've got compacts that also shoot lasers and like can be like used to like communicate with each other. And just like the sheer style and the fashion of it. I was recently watching an episode of it, like, I don't know, like a month ago. And the villain that they were fighting was just problem that they were causing was that they were using some type of like megaphone and like shooting rays at people and turning them into 80s fashion. And they were like, this is a fashion crime. And I was like, this is what we're dealing with as the Totally Spies? Lit. Like, that's the kind of problems, the low level crime that I want to deal with, where it's like someone's turning people into like 80s fashion. I'm like, they also looked kind of good. So like, whatever. But like, love the Totally Spies. And I do also feel like there are parallels between Totally Spies and the Powerpuff Girls in that there's 3 of them and they're all girls. I always wanted to be Clover, the blonde one, which is similar to Bubbles. So did you guys want to be any of the 3?
I don't remember it that much. I don't remember their names, honestly.
No, I remember their outfit colors.
Sam,
right?
Clover, and Alex.
There was like the orange outfit.
Yes, with the blue
the
hair.
the red outfit.
That was
and then like
Clover.
a green one, right?
And then
that
like a
was Sam.
green. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys need to watch the Totally Spies. It's honestly a great show.
I used to watch it as a youth, but I haven't picked it back up.
It's on Prime Video, which Prime Video is Prime Video.
I do remember like that like video of that lipstick. Was it the lipstick of the compact? It was on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then it had to deal with mirrors. And they're like, all like the gays were like, this defies all laws of physics, but I fucking love it.
It was like they like shot the 2 lasers at each other.
Yeah.
And then they turned
like,
the mirrors and the mirrors still had the lasers on it, which isn't possible, but I don't care. The Totally Spies can do no wrong.
No wrong. No. They're totally spies.
They're totally
not
spies.
like they're not like rocket scientists or like physicists. They're spies.
Which is also a pretty fruity name, like Totally Spies. Like you kind of want to like pop your hip and like make your limp wrist go, you know, wherever it wants to go. And those are my 3 choices.
Gay.
Gay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay. I definitely don't have 3. I have way more than 3.
Period. Give us your top picks.
I think in general, the newest phase of the MCU is incredibly queer. I think they're fine. They're like, we're at phase 4. We've got all this money. We can actually like
gay it up
and not have it just be like
straight
coded or like suggested. They're like openly embracing.
Yes.
Like on Hawkeye, Florence Pugh's character, Yelena, who's Black Widow's sister.
Okay.
So bye. Like it's silly.
It's Florence Pugh.
It's Florence Pugh.
What else do you need?
She's a gay icon in general. Like my top MCU queer favorites, Bucky Barnes, absolutely. Valkyrie, who's Tessa Thompson.
Yes. Another. It's like, do you need anything else besides it's Tessa Thompson?
It's Tessa Thompson. And then of course Loki, who is canonically bisexual as well.
Yes. And
really,
in the Disney Plus
like,
show, they were like,
yeah,
whatever lever you want.
Yeah, he said a bit of both.
A bit of both.
You love that.
Yes. I would also say like Miss Time or Miss Talk or whatever her name is.
Miss Minutes.
Miss Minutes, that little clock lady.
Little
gay icon.
Clock.
Gay icon. Yeah.
I think some other, not just Marvel, queer superheroes, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy.
Oh, yes.
Like the Birds of Prey film is 10 out of 10 no notes. That film is amazing. If you've never seen Birds of Prey, watch it. It's just all females.
Kicking butt.
Some bad, some good. Just kicking ass.
Doing badass shit.
I think what
Margot
really...
Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
What else do you need to say?
What solidified that film for me as like a brilliant piece of filmmaking is in the middle of the fight, there's all these girls fighting, and one of them, her hair keeps like falling in her face, and Harley Quinn's like, here you go, and like hands her a hair tie.
Oh wait, I think I saw that on Twitter.
That's gay rights.
That's gay rights. Like, because all of these men are writing superhero women and their hair is just like, long and in
Flowing
their face.
behind them. And
Yeah.
No, that's not, you can't fight like that. That's really, I just think more women or gay men or in general need to be writing superheroes,
Yes.
not just the straights.
Straights.
I thought I would be more prepared for this. I think I'm just so frazzled because I have so many like
thoughts.
in my mind that I'm just
You're
like, how do
this
I
one and this one and this one.
how do I focus in on one thought? I can go back to not a superhero per se, but a super villain of my youth.
Oh, yes. We love a
and
supervillain on this podcast.
that would be Shigo from Kim.
Oh, Kim Possible. Superhero.
Superhero.
Which also, Dr. Draken, queer coded.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Senior, junior.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He would 100% be at the WeHo bars, like shirtless on the patio, just
With a harness.
sipping like a harness,
Oh, with a
sipping
harness
like
for sure.
like triple margaritas. Just
Oh,
Gay.
dude, I love a good margarita. Oh, it's Friday. Let's get margaritas, y'all.
let's go.
Frozen or on the rocks?
Oh, frozen all the way.
Frozen.
I like on the rocks because
Just
then
kidding.
because the ice melts
Fair.
and then you get second drink.
Salt on the rim or no salt?
Oh, salt all the way.
I like salt and a bit of tahini on the rim.
Ooh.
Ooh, yes, we love a little bit of tahini. Yes.
Mhm.
Margaritas.
Yeah.
Shigo?
A shigarita?
Ooh.
Because it's green.
Flavor?
Yeah.
Green
Ooh,
apple,
what-
maybe.
Or maybe like
Say lime.
Lime.
Yeah, lime makes sense.
Or maybe like a jalapeno margarita because she's so spicy.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
spicy.
she's fiery.
Mhm.
Shigo.
We should
Yeah.
open a bar.
We should open a bar.
We should open a bar.
Jacob, I got a new Halloween costume for us. Shigo and Kim Possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do like a Halloween month, not a
A
Halloween
weekend.
Halloween weekend.
Halloween.
Halla month.
But yeah, I'm just I can't think of any others that I really just want them all to be
Gay.
gay
Yeah.
in some form or fashion. Captain Marvel, of course, is a lesbian.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel
And
about
any-
Captain Marvel?
And anyone who thinks that relationship in Captain Marvel was friends,
Wrong.
no. Especially in WandaVision with how upset the daughter gets that like Captain Marvel wasn't there when her mom died. Monica Rambeau's mom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she wouldn't be that upset unless they were a couple.
Mhm.
That's not like my mom's friend wasn't there when my mom died. It's like my mom's ex-girlfriend wasn't there when my mom died. So I'm really mad at her.
Yeah. All superheroes are gay.
Well, there's something to be said about the hidden like secret identity, keeping part of yourself, not being able to like fully embrace who you are.
Fair.
That's all very queer coded.
So
The
all
latex
gays
pants.
are superheroes.
I think so.
I would say
Right.
so.
I think the only gays that aren't superheroes are like the ones who are like Trumpers, like gays for Trump. They're not allowed to the party.
Like Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, he does wear his underwear on top of his pants, so I don't know. That was a choice. But anyway.
That was a choice. And Kryptonite or wherever the hell he's from. Krypton?
Krypton.
Krypton, yeah. So I think our ruling is everybody gay.
Everybody gay.
Gay. Gay rights.
Right.
Gay rights.
Gay rights!
All right. Are we all ready to hop back into it?
Yes, I did do a reading during the transition, by the way,
Ooh.
and I got the Six of Swords,
Ooh.
Okay.
which is about transitions.
Ooh.
What are the chances?
Honestly,
Wow. With that transition. All right. So shall we take it to the last and final segment of the show?
Nor.
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 Cleo, no.
I'm glad you get the reference because not everybody gets the reference. when
Oh
we do
no,
it.
I eat, sleep, and breathe internet and TikTok.
H2O was one of the best shows in the world.
I never watched it, but I know the reference.
Oh my God, Sarah, you would love it. You would love it.
I probably would. And two people from Vampire Diaries that I love were both on it. So
Oh, Who the hell was on it?
Cleo.
Cleo. Phoebe Tonkin.
Phoebe Tonkin was on Vampire Diaries and then the spinoff, the originals.
Love that.
And then the blonde one whose name has escaped me right now. But I should know it
Vicky.
because also another like bisexual thing is like knowing the entire cast of every film or TV show and everything else that they've been in. Like immediately searching, where do I know this person?
You do know that because you can do like the 6 degrees of connection between anything.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can we play a little game?
I mean, it might take me a while. So like if you want to give me some and I can think about it and then like come back with a connection if you want to give me some connections. I recently discovered that you can use the MCU as your connecting point. It's like the new Kevin Bacon.
Oh.
So before you had to connect people through Kevin Bacon movies, now you can connect people through Marvel movies. Because everyone's
Elizabeth Olsen and Clay Aiken.
Well, I mean, that's easy because that's already MCU, but I'll work on it as we talk about.
Is Clay Aiken in the MCU?
No, but you would use like Lizzie Olsen's like Marvel
MCU.
role.
Yeah, okay, got it. To like connect the dots.
Yeah.
We'll find how that's all connected. I'm sure like Kelly Clarkson played in one of the Marvel movies, because if not, homophobic.
Truly.
Anyways, our final segment is Let the Record Show, homos, in which we discuss historic moments from LGBTQ plus pop culture. This week we'll be discussing the one, the only, Grindr, and their public IPO, which for those of you who are not, I don't know, stock market savvy, IPO means that it goes public on the New York Stock Exchange.
Gay rights!
Gay rights!
At least according to what I know about what IPO means and what I researched. Do either of you know what IPO stands for?
Oh.
It stands for Initial Public Offering, which is how much they offer each stock for. So, as I described to you, Grindr's investor deck, which they prepare to share with investors to get them interested in buying stocks, you will decide if you guys would like to buy stocks of Grindr and estimate how much you would spend on a stock of Grindr. And then when Grindr goes public later this year, we will determine if you guys were correct. Sure. So a lot of this came from investing publications such as Fast Company and Forbes. So shout out to them. So announcing the news, Grindr CEO Jeff Bonforte said Grindr is the leading platform focused on the LGBTQ plus community for digital connection and engagement. We have a near ubiquitous global brand in the community, and we serve impressive scale, best-in-class user engagement metrics, and adjusted EBITDA, I don't know what that means, margin, and we're just beginning our monetization and growth journey. So, Sarah and Ryan, what are your current experiences with Grindr? How have you heard about it? How have you experienced it? Have you ever been on the platform? What are your vibes?
Yeah, I know some of those words you just said. I as a bisexual woman have zero experience on the app, but I know in pop culture people love to make the same tired joke when like the Grindr sound notification goes off.
Okay, so you can recognize the
sound, and then people make the noise like, oh my god, my husband plays that game too. Like it's
yes, love
like
that
a very
tired joke,
but it's fun. But
I will laugh at that joke every time though.
Yeah, well, and I know like it's like you can do like within like a certain radius if you like really are desperate for a hookup.
Okay, yes,
but that's about my extent of my Grindr knowledge.
So you would say, as the B in the LGBTQ, you don't really feel like that statement of Grindr being the leading digital community for you, it makes sense.
Correct.
Oh, ooh, investors beware. Ryan, what about you? What are your thoughts about Grindr?
What's that? I don't use that. I don't have that at all. What's Grindr? I don't know what that is. What is that?
Interesting. See, it's interesting that there's like a certain level of like, we don't talk about Grindr.
I just have to say, best in class user engagement metrics. Best in class user engagement metrics.
What would you say best in class is? Would you like say like Bumble and Sarah put up a purple devil emoji? She gets it. She gets
best in class, more like best in ass. But
Hey.
I would have been an investor if they said that.
I don't like, I guess it's for digital connection and engagement, but not the ones they're trying to say it's for.
It's not best in class for you.
It's in A class and also in an ass, but not best in class. And I do I might have been on it a few times, questionable. And I do use it for digital connection and engagement, and that's how I'll leave it at that.
Yes, we love using it for digital attention. So apparently Grindr is going to be merging with Tyga Acquisition. I don't think it has any relation to Tyga, who dated Kylie Jenner, but I didn't really research that further. I believe Tyga, who dates Kylie Jenner, is spelled with a Y, and this is spelled with an I. So that's where I made that assumption. So the Fast Company article said that Grindr is valued about $2.1 billion, which seems very high. But if you guys were to guess how much that they said it would be worth in terms of the total GDP of global determining position, profit, something, I don't know, GDP of self-identifying LGBTQ plus population in 2026, how much do you think Grindr estimates their value being?
I'm assuming more than 2.1 billion.
You would assume, correct.
Mm-hmm.
But how high would you think that number goes?
6.9
billion?
Sure.
Sarah?
Okay, here's the thing. I did not realize I was signing up for a math or stock lesson when I
You're just playing a guessing game.
Super-Queer-oes podcast.
The Let the Record show is always just like an off base, just like what this has nothing to do with the theme.
So off base. And I guess I'll do like, is it Price is Right rules? Closest without going over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to be a dick then and do like 6.5. So it's like just below Ryan's
Just below?
guess. Yeah, just below Ryan's guess of 6.9.
Oh.
Because in case
it's higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're both incorrect. The correct answer is $14 trillion in 2026, which is an absurd number.
What?
Essentially, they're trying to expand beyond just dating apps and get into like travel and adventure and experiences and like have it be like a wholly connected app where all of those things are bought through the app, is at least my understanding of what they're trying to do. Which I could see, like, if it expands into like an Airbnb of sorts, it could be worth a lot more money. But
yeah, for all the orgies.
For all the orgies, for all the white parties, it'll be very expensive to buy all that cocaine.
So you mean you're just saying like you could get a hookup and a hotel room all in one app? Gasp.
That's my understanding of what their vision is.
I mean,
and
that's
a flight to
revolutionary.
Mykonos.
Yeah, I mean, they said this is what LGBTQ plus people are looking for. Put a finger down if you're not looking for these things, or if you are looking for these things. Casual dating.
You are looking. Wait, you are looking.
If you are looking, if you are looking, then yeah, then that, okay.
Sure.
Okay, casual dating, relationships and long-term dating.
Sure.
Community and friendship.
Sure.
Travel.
Sure.
Local and discovery.
Sure.
So they're looking for all the same things you're looking for, Ryan, and 2 out of the 5 things you're looking for, Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a almost 6-year relationship, so casual hookups and long-term hookups and relationships is not what I'm looking for. But I love travel.
Perfect.
And making new friends.
Love that. Okay, we're also going to do a by the numbers of how long do you think the average user spends on Grindr in minutes?
Ooh.
I can give you hints of how long they spend on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram if you'd like.
Is this per day, per week?
Per day.
Per day. Okay.
I scroll for a good. I mean, I might if I had Grindr, I might scroll for a good 15 minutes and then get bored and go on a different app like TikTok where I can scroll for 3 hours.
Okay.
I would say 30 minutes.
Wow. Okay. The average user on Twitter spends 31 minutes, which too low for me. I spend at least like an hour on Twitter a day. Facebook, they spend 33 minutes.
Who has Facebook?
Who's on Facebook?
My mom.
And 61 daily minutes on Grindr, which is a lot of minutes.
A lot of tail.
It's a lot of tail. It's a lot of tail looking around. So in the future, Grindr wants to super serve the community. As I said, they want to be offering core user experiences and driving better engagement and retention, leverage industry playbook to increase monetization, add new revenue sources, and expand the product to attract new users and serve additional use cases. Based on what I detailed through the investor relations deck, would you be an investor in Grindr? Did I do a good job selling it? Absolutely not. But would you be an investor?
If the shares are like cheap, I'll buy a share. Like,
I feel like you have to buy a share of Grindr if you're a gay person and you have Robinhood, the app.
I'm like, might as well. Gay rights for
Robinhood
the gays.
Robinhood should give out the shares for free.
For the gays.
Yeah. Sarah?
I know nothing about stocks or bonds or crypto or things I should be investing in. So if someone did it for me and I just had to pay them money to invest, maybe. And if it was under like
a portfolio,
like under a certain amount per share, but I don't even know enough about stocks to know how much is a good price to pay per share. Like I literally know nothing about these things, because not to generalize too much, but to me stocks and crypto is all very straight white man activity.
Oh yeah.
And I try to avoid any of those things.
That's fair. It is, I will say, like, I have a Robinhood account and I bought like a little bit of Tesla, and sometimes it goes up and sometimes it goes down. And that's all I know about it. And that's all you really do need to know about it.
Don't take your money out. They'll tax you. They will.
What? If you take your money out of the stock market, they tax you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They do. I did know that because my dad took out some of his stocks to pay for my college.
Damn.
And they tax you like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was like one Twitter thing that some guy like made a lot of money and it got like taxed like $160,000 and he had to pay that to the IRS. And he's like, I don't have that. And I was like, sorry.
A scam.
The government is made up, and so is the stock market, and I hate everything.
A scam.
Anarchy. Anarchy.
Anarchy. Anarchy. Gay court rules anarchy. Gay court rules anarchy. There we go.
I mean, will this go in the gay history books? It's Grindr. Sure. It's in a later chapter. It's like a half page.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I would.
You know who would probably invest? Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yes, go ahead.
The married men who are like married to women who secretly use Grindr.
Okay.
Because they're too, I don't know. They don't want to come out for whatever reason, but they feel like they have to be secretive about their gay relations. They would probably invest in Grindr to make
more money,
make it easier to do their secret hookups, because they could just like tell their wives like, oh no, I have this app because I'm an investor. Like I need to have it for
research.
For like the research purposes, or like I had to download it as part of my investment portfolio, like some bullshit.
Interesting. That's smart. Oh, I like that. Interesting.
Trust no man. Trust no man.
I'm interested to see how the stock goes up or down.
It will plummet, but it's fine.
It will plummet right to the bottom and just be there forever. Okay, so now it's time for the saddest part of the show, the closing statements.
No.
So the closing statements, we just give our final thoughts and opinions on the show in a quick, concise statement. Ryan, would you like to go first?
Sure. Wanda is a boss-ass bitch who deserves the world, and it's Wanda's world, and we just live in it, literally. But also, can you just insert the Grindr notification here? And that's my closing statement.
Period. Period. I would like to say that superheroes, or as we should call them, super-queer-oes, are an essential part of our community, and we love to see them explore their identities through the powers that make them special. I would also like to say that stay tuned for our new show, The Super Slays, premiering on Thursdays at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Slay!
Slay!
Not the CW.
It's giving Powerpuff Girls.
Sarah,
CWs.
Sarah, would you like to take us home?
Of course. I also have the Elizabeth Olsen to Clay Aiken connection I made.
Oh, beautiful. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh,
It's very long because I was doing it while I was listening to the Grindr stuff. And I didn't want to like I could
think about math.
I could have like done it like more concise.
Yes.
But at least it's under 6 steps.
Okay.
Okay. So Elizabeth Olsen is in Doctor Strange with Benedict Cumberbatch. So that's step 1.
Okay.
Benedict Cumberbatch is in Spider-Man, the newest Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Great.
Andrew Garfield's in Tick Tick Boom
Yes.
with Vanessa Hudgens.
Okay.
Vanessa Hudgens is in High School Musical with Miss Ashley Tisdale,
Okay.
who was on Phineas and Ferb, where Clay Aiken was a guest star.
Wow.
What took the longest was finding things that Clay Aiken was in.
American Idol.
Well, yeah, but like that's then it's like finding Kelly Clarkson or
Simon
Ryan.
Cowell. Ryan
Jennifer
Seacrest.
Hudson.
No, Seacrest would have been a good one. Yeah. But
It's
yes,
okay.
that is.
You did the impossible.
You did the impossible.
I'm sure we'll get emails about there being a quicker connection or whatever. But
Sure.
this is where we're at. My other closing statement is Bucky Barnes and Wanda Maximoff date me challenge.
Ooh.
Beautiful. We'll get emails for that one too.
We'll tag Elizabeth Olsen.
Tag Sebastian Stan too.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Both.
I would do unspeakable things to that man.
That'll be the ball quote. So that was the episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to find us on social at Gay Court Podcast. And then my handle is I Got Chubak, IGOTSCHUPBACH. And Ryan's is What's Up? It's Ryan, WAZUPITSRYAN. Remember, if you hear this and you don't follow, that makes you Sarah?
Homophobic.
Homophobic.
Homophobic. Don't be homophobic. Be an ally.
No. Ally.
Ally.
Valentina. Valentina, ally.
Talk, Valentina. Ally.
Sarah, where would you like to be found on the interwebs?
I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Sarah E. Law, and that's Law, L-A-W.
Beautiful. We love an easy spelling of the word law.
Listen, I say it and people are like, Law? Because they always like don't assume that's a last name or thought I said like paw or claw or I don't know. So I just always spell it. It's just what I do.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Missed opportunity to be a lawyer, honestly.
Really?
But you're on Gay Court, which is the next best thing.
The next best
I
thing.
didn't even make that connection. Wow.
The law.
Icons only.
And like we said at the top of the podcast, if you have any subjects or stories you'd like us to make rulings on, send us an email at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to leave us a review on your favorite podcast apps because that helps us promote the fucking gay agenda. And anything less than 5 stars is what?
Homophobic.
Homophobic.
Don't be a foe, be a Valentina ally.
Ally.
See you next time.
See you
And stay
next time.
chaotic, babe.
Bye.
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 Gay Court is a Perfectly Done Toast podcast production.